Hi there. Um, Today I want to talk a bit about the NHI bill that the president is signing into law today. And the big question for me is why? We all know that President Cyril Ramaphosa, the president of this country, is a person that normally kicks contentious stuff to touch. He is reluctant or scared to take some hard and tough and difficult decisions. Some of us called him weak-limbed. So why would he, on the eve of an election, sign one of the most contentious pieces of legislation, policy decisions made in a democratic South Africa, that lots of people, even progressive, and even those who got in political parties or who's got private interests, all have issues with it. The bill in its current form. People have made numerous inputs. Apparently, lots of those inputs have not been taken into account. So the question is, why? And private healthcare is vehemently opposed to this. And we know the president and some in his party are very close to in a big pharma and those in the medical aid industry. So why is he signing this on the eve of an election? So there are two things that I want us to, that I would want you to do. Number one is listen to a guy called, I've listened to lots of people talking about this, but there's a guy called Professor Aslam Dasu from the Progressive Health Forum. This guy is someone who talks the most sense around, in my estimation, around this. Do yourself a favor and listen to him with your filters off or on, but listen to him. I think he makes lots of sense. Then the second thing is, I think we need to have a provision in national legislation or an amendment to the Constitution or so on, that no government or president or minister should issue, or a premier or a mayor should issue any major policy decisions or acts of parliament about a month or a few months before an election. This is a tight election. There's lots at stake. And so the question is, why are they doing it now? Apply your mind and think about it. This is clearly not the end of this NHI. It's now not going to be NHI bill anymore. It's going to be the NHI Act. Because there's going to be lots of stuff that flow from this in terms of who's going to benefit. I mean, there's going to be a new, probably state-owned entity created. People will be appointed in boards. On boards, there's going to be a huge bureaucracy. People are going to get lots of contracts. Billions are going to be spent on this. This thing reminds me about the overall of the medical aid fraternity, especially around in the public sector. Remember the formation of GEMS Um, but I'll talk about gems again some other time. I would want to talk about gems. But this thing reminds me about gems, but it's not. But gems is not as bad as this. The question is why, and as I said, apply your mind, ask the questions, and push back the appropriate manner, and listen to this Dr. Aslam Dasu. He talks a lot of sense. Thanks.